97.5 WOKQ. Yeah, they got the good stuff. Second date update. They're a lot of fun. I'm not dumb. They got famous people 411. Now just make sure then that you tell everyone. Kira and Logan never broke my heart. I'm listening every morning. Can't wait for them to start. Yeah, she's bubbly and he's just goofy. They're both sharp as a dart. Kira and Logan have never broke my heart.
Greetings,
Earthlings.
Hey there. Good morning. It's a Friday.
Finally.
November 10th. I know, right? It's been a long week. And last night, it was a long but wonderful night.
Oh, man. Acoustic Country by the Sea was so much fun last night. We'll recap that for you later on in the show. But right now, I want to share a partial nudity story, an Am I a Jerk moment, something we got into on the show yesterday. And if you missed it, we're going to replay it for you right now.
97.5 WOKQ. So the tribe is here, and they are weighing in on Logan's Am I a Jerk moment.
This is a little personal tale. I'd like everyone's opinion here.
Oh, boy.
So oftentimes, I play soccer every Wednesday, and oftentimes I'll go to the gym before, I'll do a quick workout, and then I'll go to my soccer game. Now, when I get to the field, whether it be indoor or outdoor, I have to change out of my gym attire and put on my soccer attire. So this past Wednesday, I went to the field, and 99% of the time, I just take my shirt off right then and there, and I put the new shirt on. But I was surrounded by children and their families, because there's 4 different fields in the facility. And I'm looking around, and there's little boys and little girls and their moms and their dads and whatnot. And I'm looking around, and I was thinking for the first time, maybe I shouldn't change here. Now, I did, because that's just what I do. Is that inappropriate? Is it inappropriate for a grown man to change his shirt in a public place, even though it's a sports arena? Cheryl, is it inappropriate?
As long as it's just your shirt. When you were telling the tale, I thought you were going to go right down to your jockstrap. At which point I would have said completely inappropriate. The shirt, that's not a big deal. I mean, I was on bazillions of soccer as a parent, soccer fields, little kids.
The shirt's fine.
The shirt's fine.
Is everybody thinking the shirt's fine?
Yes.
Okay, story part 2.
See, I knew it. I could see on your face.
I always change out of my gym shorts into soccer pants, because I wear pants because I play goalie. So when it's always my adult recreation league, there's no kids in this situation. Let's make this very clear, no kids. But my adult co-ed soccer league, I will drop my shorts. I have long athletic underwear on, and I will put on pants. Is that appropriate?
No, that's weird. I think that's really weird.
Tell me why.
You just said it's co-ed. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I know like with I know that guys for soccer, they wear like the tight compression
underwear.
Know,
yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly what I wear.
No, that's weird.
So it's weird because it's pants. Pants are weird.
Pants are weird.
Okay?
I would say
even if it was people our age. There's 30 people our age, Riley.
Yeah, I know,
mixed
but
co-ed.
spandex is such a thin.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a thin layer.
Yeah.
Even though it's tight.
So you think I should have gone into the porta potty, not in the middle of the field?
Or even your car.
Okay.
Why are you dropping everything like on this field?
Because you get ready for the game out on the field. There's no locker rooms.
Are there other people doing this around you? Is it just you? Changing?
I've seen other people do it. I don't know. I mean, the past
sitting
time.
when you're changing?
No. You just stand on the sidelines. And...
How do you sit and change your pants?
Lydia, what do you think here?
I signed up for a co-ed soccer league. I didn't sign up to see you in your underwear.
Okay.
I say call me when you have a game.
That's too damn good. Wednesday night.
What did you think I was going to say?
Wednesday night, Cheryl. Wednesday nights. I'll make sure you're informed.
Okay, thank you.
Meg, what do you think here?
Can't you just change at your gym when you're about to leave?
For sure. I for sure can. I don't know why I don't, but I could. But I heard you say that you were in theater and that this wouldn't bother you as a woman because
I
you see
had
people
co-ed
change.
dressing rooms for a long while, so I'm just at a point where I don't blink anymore.
Right. So this wouldn't bother you. You wouldn't bat an eyelash if
No.
I was changing.
No.
Okay, Taylor?
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't bat an eyelash either. Just coming from like locker rooms from sports over the years,
Right.
I feel like it's just part of like the sport.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. So I think it's normal.
Plus, you have the compression short things on. It's not like it's.
Cheryl, they're thin.
Yeah, but they're not that thin. I mean,
Cheryl's going to
it's
be on the field on Wednesday.
like I said. I mean, it's really not. I don't think it's a big problem.
What's
if there were little children around, might be a different story. Little girls,
Yeah, that's
little boys, whatever.
No, I wouldn't drop
I
my
didn't
I
think
wouldn't
you
drop
would
my
do
pants in front of or around children by any means. But an adult co-ed league, the way I look at it is similar to what Taylor said. It's just sport culture. And if you're involved in sport culture, there's an element of getting ready or, getting dressed or undressed. So for the same reason that I would hope that nobody would bat an eyelash at me changing, if a woman dropped down to her sports bra and spandex, I wouldn't bat an eyelash at her either.
Yeah. What's the difference between compression underwear and leggings? I mean, they're all really tight and they show everything, and it is what it is. We're taking your calls on the East Coast. What?
No, I was just saying thank you for what you just said.
Yeah.
But that is the situation at hand. Am I a jerk for changing at a co-ed soccer league? Again, there's no kids in this situation. It's all adults. We're all ranging from mid-20s to mid-50s. Ladies, would you be uncomfortable if I dropped my pants and I had those athletic underwear on and I changed? Fellas, would you be weirded out? Would you be weirded out if you were there? Would you be weirded out if your wife was there playing against me and she saw that? Go ahead, Jen.
We're taking your calls on the East Coast Lumber listener line, 603-749-0975, 97.5 WOKQ, your number one for New Country. You're listening to Kira and Logan in the morning. Kira's on maternity leave. My name's Ginny. I'm in for Kira for a little bit here until she decides to come back.
And my name's Logan, and I'm here for me. And today we're
It's
talking...
always about you, Logan.
No,
I'm kidding.
It is right now with
It
the
is.
Am I a Jerk moment. If you don't know what we're talking about, I play in an adult co-ed soccer league, and I change down to my skivvies every single Wednesday, and I was wondering, is that wrong? Is that inappropriate for me to be dropping down to my compression shorts in front of men and women all my age? Let me know, 603-749-0975. WOKQ, who's this?
Hi, this is Danielle.
Hey, Danielle, so what do you think? Should I be changing like this on the field, or is it inappropriate or not?
So I think it's fine. I am a pretty hardcore cyclist, and I don't feel like it's any different than us parading up and down the seacoast on our bikes in like full-on spandex. So I think it's totally fine.
That's a super good point. Yeah, you guys do have really tight, I was about to say uniforms, but I guess attire.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's perfectly acceptable. So I think it's actually better than that, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, the only hiccup with me is that it's a very relaxed co-ed league. It's almost like an intramural league where we do have some people who aren't as competitive. I mean, a true competitive league, I would say fair game. Everybody's an athlete there. With the intramural league, it's almost like some people are just going there to socialize, and play soccer for the first time. So I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable, but you think it's fair game.
I do, yeah. It wouldn't make me uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel much better. Hey, can we put you on hold and put you in the running for this Kittery Trading Post gift card?
Yeah.
All right, stay on hold. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
WOKQ, who's this?
Sam.
Sam, what do you think? Am I being inappropriate changing in front of everyone like that?
I mean, the compression shorts do kind of highlight the package, so I'd say a little bit, yeah. Kind of uncomfortable.
Okay. Sorry, you said package. It's just a 6-year-old boy. So if I was wearing something less tight, something that wasn't as revealing to the package, as you say?
Then I don't think it'd be so bad, no.
Yeah, like baggy shorts.
Interesting. So boxers are fair game, compression shorts aren't. All right.
Yep.
All right, that's an interesting take.
But basketball shorts.
Basketball shorts. I will say it was pretty cold out there last night. All right, we got to get off the air before I get in trouble. Thanks so much for calling. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
Bye-bye.
All right, there you go. 97.5 WOKQ. .5 WOKQ. Kira and Logan in the morning with a side of Ginny. Good morning. It's a feel-good Friday, Logan.
Yeah, it is. Ginny, what do you got going on this weekend? Anything good?
Yeah, I'm going to see my grandson.
Oh.
I love that. I got a whole crew of people staying overnight Friday night.
Whoa.
Which is why I can't go to the Warren Zeiter show on Friday at House of Blues. But anyway.
When you say a crew of people, how many?
Okay, well, I'm going to make this a short story. My daughter, her husband, and his parents.
Oh, wow.
And my little grandson, they're all going to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And they're flying out of Logan early Saturday morning. So they're all staying at my house Friday night.
Oh, wait. So this is their in-laws, and they're staying at your house now. Have you guys mingled before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay,
They're great
you're
people.
tight. You're
Yeah,
tight
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's
a little
fun.
weird it sounds, but it's okay.
That's cool. And you're seeing the grandson?
Yeah.
I'm also seeing a little baby this weekend. Not Kira's yet.
are.
I was supposed to see Kira's baby this week, but she never texted me, and I'm not imposing, so I'm taking my time. But me and my wife's best friends, they have a baby girl, Hadley, that we're obsessed with, and she's getting older and cuter and starting to like laugh and realize that she has hands and stuff like that. So I haven't seen her in a few weeks, but we're going out. We're doing a big old Portsmouth day drink with a bunch of friends, and baby Hadley's coming. So really looking forward to that on Saturday.
Wait a minute.
What?
You're all drinking and baby's coming too?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean? Well, I hope so. I'm like 90% sure. But that was the thing, because they asked if they should get a sitter, and we were like, absolutely
We
not.
want to see that little child.
A, we want to see the cute baby and the baby cheeks. B, you're going to bring your kid to restaurants and bars in the future. Just start now. You know what I mean?
As long as there's a DD.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not me. All right.
It's not you.
That's not going to be my.
We clearly didn't think it was you, Logan. Just for the record.
All right, let's get to the mind bender. You're making me seem like a booze bag early in the morning. Here it is. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common. And by the way, you're playing for a pair of tickets to see Mitchell Tenpenny at the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom. Baby. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common. What is it for these tickets? Call us on the East Coast Lumber Building Supply listener line.
And we are playing this morning for the Mind Bender for a pair of tickets to the Mitchell Tenpenny Show, Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom, baby. And it's next week. It's actually Thursday. So let's reset the question, Logan.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common. 603-749-0975. WOKQ, who's this?
Hi, this is Mike from Merrimack.
Good morning, Mike. You're on with Kira and Logan in the morning with the side of Ginny, of course.
Hey there, Mike.
Good morning.
Oh, that's the Friday energy we need.
Yeah.
He sounds happy. Yeah.
It's a good Friday, at the end of the week.
Love it. Love that energy out of you, Mike. Let's get you some tickets, man. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common.
I would say they start by washing their hair first.
That's a really interesting guess.
Yeah.
Do you start by washing your hair?
I don't have very much hair.
It's funny.
No, not necessarily, but I see, when I used to have hair, I would always get in and wash my hair first and then, finish washing the rest of my body afterwards.
Interesting.
Yeah, me too.
You too?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the cleanest part of my body is always my chest. The bar of soap just goes to my chest first and stays there for like 5 minutes. Anyway, we're getting a little dirty. Let's just tell you this, Mike. Not the answer we're looking for. Good guess, though.
And have a great weekend.
thank you.
Call back. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you also.
Take care, man. WOKQ, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Tom.
All right, Tom. Let's get right to it. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common. What is it?
Putting a towel on the floor.
Okay.
That's a good guess. Not the answer we're looking for,
Alrighty.
but a good guess, Tom.
Thanks.
All right, man. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye. All right, let's give you a hint. This question may be a little difficult. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common. Big hint coming your way because it's a Friday. It's just what we do.
Right.
This has to do with the way you stand in the shower or sit or however you shower has to do with the way you're standing. Give us a call on the East Coast Lumber Building Supply listener line 603-749-0975. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common. 603-749-0975. Getting to your calls in about 5 minutes on 97.5 WOKQ. East Coast Lumber Building Supply listener line for the Mind Bender. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common. 603-749-0975. WOKQ, who's this? Hello?
Hello,
Hey, who's this?
Janice.
Is it Janice or Janet?
Janice.
Janet, like the Jackson.
No, Janice, like Janis Joplin.
Oh, jeez Louise, I can't hear a thing today. This is going to be a long day. Good morning, Janice. How are you?
I'm good, Logan. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so happy we're talking to each other. This is what we deserve on a Friday. You know, us together.
Absolutely, 100%.
All right, girl. Let's get to the mind bender. When it comes to taking a shower, 30% of people have this in common. Janice, what is it?
Face the water when they get in.
Woo! Janice, that's it. Tell me, do you do that?
I don't.
I think this is a guy-girl thing. I got into this debate with my
Really?
wife,
Okay.
and she said that girls face away for their hair because they don't want their hair going in front of their face and then they can't see. And guys typically have short hair, so they just pop in and get that water right on their face.
Yep.
I feel like that's accurate, Janice. I feel like we flip. We can go backwards and forwards depending on what we're washing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm walking right into that shower. Get those jets on my forehead. Janice, guess what?
You're going to see Mitchell Tenpenny at the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom November 16th, which is Thursday. Sold out show. How about that?
You like apples? How about them apples? Hey, thanks so much for waking up with Kira and Logan in the morning with a side of Ginny on 97.5.
How you guys
feeling? You feeling good? How you feeling, Ginny? Feel a little early?
Jumped the gun a little bit. I'm just not sure myself because we were up so late with Acoustic Country last night.
But hey, it was so
It
worth
was
it.
so good. We'll talk about that in a minute. First, let's get to the good stuff. Brought to you by Wixon Construction. Find them at wixonconstruction.com. Okay, I got two stories today. They're both from across the pond. And let me ask you this. Whoever said dogs and cats don't get along? No one ever?
I don't know. I don't think they do. They do?
Really?
I don't have cats in my life, so I don't know.
Well, there once was a dog named Daisy.
What a fun start to the story.
Yes.
There once was a dog named Daisy.
I'd like to make it rhyme, but I didn't. Who lived with two cats named Mowgli and Baloo.
Okay.
That's the Jungle Book reference.
Mowgli and Baloo.
Now, Mowgli, the little cat, had been missing for 6 days. And the pet's owner noticed her dog, Daisy, same owner, was going berserk, like running around like crazy.
Yeah.
Inside, outside, out to the woods, back. Would you have picked up on this clue?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Animals are intuitive, and you have to be intuitive with them.
True. And that's what Michelle, the owner, learned. She finally decided to follow Daisy out to the woods.
Yep.
Daisy led Michelle to a spot in the forest and then just stopped.
Okay, something's there.
Yes, it was then that Michelle noticed a long, dark hole in the ground.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, Mowgli, the cat, had fallen into a 100-foot mine shaft.
Stop it. 100 feet?
Yeah, that's a long way.
That's enormous.
It was so long, they couldn't see the cat. They could hear her, but they couldn't see him.
But just her little purrs, little meows?
Yes.
That's 10 basketball hoops down.
Isn't that crazy?
Sheesh.
So the rescuers finally got poor little kitty out. And Michelle says Daisy is like that. She's quite matriarchal and puts up a lot with those two cats.
Wow.
But they love her, and she's very protective of them. So that's a nice
That's an
story.
awesome animal story.
I know. I love animal stories. Well, this next story comes from across the pond, too. This is kind of cool. If you're into vintage cars, a man in England rediscovered his father's beloved 1930s yellow Talbot Darroch car. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a really old car, very popular in the 30s. He was at an auction during the pandemic, and he said, hey, I think that was my dad's car.
I love these kind of stories. I think it's so unique to like separate from a car you love and to
know.
track it down somehow.
How cool is that? So with the help of his son, Malcolm Stern purchased and embarked on a 3-year restoration project to bring the family heirloom back to life. And at the age of 94,
Wow.
he successfully got the vintage car running again, and he and his son now drive around gathering to vintage car enthusiast gatherings, and they were celebrated recently for the remarkable achievement.
That's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Actually, what do we call that?
I would say that's the good stuff on 97.5 WOKQ.
Here's the Famous People 411 with Kira and Logan in the morning on 97.5 WOKQ.
Famous People Doing Stuff is brought to you by Merchants Auto in Hooksett, New Hampshire. So, Kenny Chesney, Ginny's best friend, as we all know, he's on a high right now. You know, he just announced his big tour, the Sun Goes Down tour. He's coming back to Gillette Stadium for his 22nd time, Ginny?
Yes, 22nd.
time. He's not done making new music, too. He just put out a new single. This is a clip from Take Her Home.
trying to play it cool walking through the door, but you're smiling like a fool cause you can't wait for them down the road. Memories you're bound to make, and you will one day take her home.
Man, you know, something about his music, it's just religiously, it's good. I don't want to say simple in a negative way, but it's just like simple, good country music that you smile at.
He knows what works. He knows his fans.
Yeah.
And he just does what he does best.
Yeah, and you know, someone who's doing something pretty good is Lainey Wilson.
Yeah.
She's just on top of the world in country music right now. She also has a new single out. It's called Wildflowers and Wild Horses. Here it is.
Give me more.
Give
me more.
She said wild. And I'm pretty sure I heard the lyrics being 1/4 reckless, 1/5 Jack.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what that was. All right, Ginny. So somebody who won a CMA award, which are beautiful glass, like crystally formations. Somebody shattered it right away, backstage.
Oh my gosh.
Who was it? Can you guess? Who do you think would be so reckless to drop this beautiful piece of glass award?
Hardy? No, he didn't. He won. Yeah.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. I should have known that.
I mean, I feel I don't know if it was like before or after the drinks were flowing, because I know he celebrated big time.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I know he's had his struggles with alcohol and addiction, but I do think he celebrates. He has drinks, like celebratory drinks. You know, I think he's a little bit more responsible. But yeah, he absolutely shattered it. The CMA say they're going to get him a new one. There's a picture up on Twitter, and the thing is absolutely shattered.
And those things aren't cheap either.
Oh, I'm sure they're not. All right, big news for Boston Bruins fans and Charlie Coyle fans. Charlie Coyle's been on the team now for 4 years. Everybody loves him. He's from Weymouth. He got his first career hat trick last night.
Oh, cool.
Did you see what happened?
I did not.
Okay, so this is what happened. So it wasn't, I forget what they call it, but it basically when there's no goalie in the net, it doesn't necessarily count. It does count. So he had 2 goals on the night. They pulled the goalie, and he's coming down the ice with David Pastrnak. There's no goalie in the net. And Pasta is screaming, shoot, 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 because he wants his teammate to get his first hat trick. Charlie Coyle dishes it over to Pasta, who had a wide open net, and Pasta passed it right back and said, you take the damn hat trick.
Get out of town.
How cool is that?
I love that.
If you have an opportunity to go find that video, it is really cool. You should go do it. The New England Patriots are playing in Germany against the Colts this weekend. It's a 9:30 game. That should be a lot of fun. And last but not least, we've been talking a lot about the Kelce brothers. More importantly, Travis Kelce and his blah, blah, blah with Taylor Swift. But that is not who was a finalist on being the sexiest man alive. His brother, Jason Kelce. Did you know that?
No.
He was a finalist to be the sexiest man alive. Listen to this clip.
I'm not even the sexiest man in my family, let alone sexiest man alive. What are we talking about here?
Pretty funny. That's the famous people doing stuff on 97.5 WOKQ.
So you went out on a date, and it felt really right. Should have locked that thing down. Now they're nowhere inside. Was it what you said? You were left on red. It's not fair, it just ain't right. Yeah, you want a second date. Kira and Logan are here to help you, that's right.
All right, it's time for second date update, and we do have Liam. Good morning, Liam.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, so first of all, how you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what's up.
Yeah, that sounds right, and that's why you're coming to your friends Ginny and Logan. So we did get your submission on the 97.5 WOKQ app, but break it down for us right now. How did you meet Justine, and what's going on now?
We met at a brewery, actually, which is something I've kind of gotten into lately. Cool. So I was out at a brewery once. My brother and his sister and their dog, and we were having a good time. And just across the way, there was this table of really cute girls over there. And I started kind of, making eyes that way. And so was my brother. And before you know it, my brother's wife was actually sneaking over to their table to give one of the girls that caught my eye my phone number.
Nice.
Yeah, she kind of was my wingman, which was really cool of her. The thing is, a few minutes later, they actually like got up and left. For the rest of the time we were there, my brother and his wife and me were all joking about how we probably scared them off, lesson learned.
Sure.
But then later that night, I got a text from Justine, and we kind of hit it off. We started texting back and forth for maybe a week, a little bit more. I asked her out, and she seemed really excited about it. So we decided we were going to go to a restaurant and have some dinner. But in the end, we actually just ended up going to a different brewery because I figured, she obviously likes beer. And we had, a good time, I thought. Everything went really well. We had a couple of drinks. We had a little bit to eat. Had a good time.
Huh.
And then nothing. And I'm really kind of stumped because, I've been down this road before. This is my first rodeo, Usually I know what's up, but I have no idea this time.
And she's not giving you anything? No texting, no nothing?
No, she went completely silent on me. And I figure I had to have done something awful, but I don't know what.
Well, yeah. Go ahead,
not
Jenny.
necessarily something awful, just something that turned her off. So, don't be too hard on yourself. But there's nothing that comes to mind. Like everything else seemed fine. She didn't give you any clue during the date.
I have to tell you, I was actually kind of really into her because I thought we hit it off really, really well. I didn't see any problem.
Yeah, and it's interesting because she reached out to you the first time. Like she did not owe you a thing. You didn't even really know that she was going to reach out, and she reached out. So clearly there's a misconnection on the first date, and we're going to find out what it was.
Okay, I'd really appreciate that.
And the goal, Liam, is to set you and Justine up on a second date that we, the radio station, pay for. Sound good?
That'd be great.
All right, man. You're going to give us Justine's number. We're going to hunt her down and see what we can do. Second date update on number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ.
Time for second date update, brought to you by Premier Roofing, serving southern and central New Hampshire, the Lakes region, and now northern Massachusetts. Visit premierroofersnh.com.
All right, we did it. We were able to track down Justine. Good morning, Justine.
Good morning.
Hey, so thanks so much for taking the time out of your morning to chat with me and Ginny. So we heard a little bit about your date with Liam. It sounds like a really cute meet cute between his sister-in-law and brother, kind of setting you guys up, and then you reached out to him. What's going on? You said he can't get a text back.
Okay, so Liam seemed really cool at first and over text, but I was really embarrassed. Actually, that's not even the right word. I was mortified with his behavior on our date.
Oh, no. Was he rude? What was he doing?
So he made reservations at a really nice restaurant, and I don't mean suit and tie or anything, but it was a more kind of upscale place. It was nice.
Okay.
And he was carrying this water bottle in with him, and I thought about asking if he wanted to leave it in the car because I know that some places don't let you bring water bottles in or anything like that.
Okay.
But when we got to the restaurant, the host told him he couldn't bring it in, which is pretty common.
Sure.
And he absolutely refused. He got really rude with the host. He got a little loud, and he just went back and forth. And so he actually canceled the dinner there and took us, we went to another just a brewery.
Okay.
And I mean, the brewery was nice and all, but it was just, and I mean, he's nice and cool, but he just had this complete meltdown about not having this water bottle. And I just don't understand why he couldn't leave it in the car, and just his entire personality, it just really turned me off.
Okay. So this is a two-part. You don't care that he was bringing his water bottle in, but his reaction wasn't great?
Yeah, and I mean, it's just one of those things where he just won't, it's he was so rude with the host, who's just doing her job.
Okay.
And it's what is up with this water bottle that it's so you can't detach from it for a couple of hours?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm split because truthfully, I bring my water bottle everywhere. Now, granted, I wouldn't cancel a reservation because of it, but you know what? Let's do this. We didn't tell you this, Justine. Liam's on the other line, so we did hear everything that you had to say. Okay.
Okay.
And we're gonna bring him in and kind of chat about it, all of us as a group.
Sure.
Liam?
Yeah, I got to say, I actually don't know what to say. I thought you had my back on that. This is real to this. It seems like you're kind of two-faced here. Because when we were at the restaurant, you were like, oh, no, we should just let him bring the water bottle in. It's fine. It's okay. And now you're on the radio saying it's not?
Well, because you had a major meltdown. Everybody was staring at us, and I was really just ready to get out of there.
That is such an exaggeration. I didn't have a meltdown. All I did was say, if I can't bring my water bottle in, I'm going to have to go somewhere else. That was the end of it.
Justine, is that true? Is that what the meltdown was? Like, was that conversation it?
So, yeah, in a way, but he was just really loud about it. And I mean, I guess meltdown is a very strong word.
Okay.
But it was just kind of the attitude and the way he was with the host.
Okay.
And it's just, I don't understand why he can't leave, like, this water bottle.
And again, at the time, you said that you understood and that, you were really cool with going to someplace else.
And like I said, I was embarrassed and just wanted to get out of the restaurant. It's not even about the meltdown. It's you can't bring your water bottle into restaurants or bars or like you should know that. Like, are you a child or something? Like you can't be.
Am I a child? No, I'm a person who drinks water. I have a water bottle that I carry around.
I drink water too. Guess
water.
what? Restaurants give you free water. Like you don't even have to have the water bottle with you.
Tap in some dirty kitchen. I don't want to drink that.
Okay. All right. I think it's time that we interject. Ginny, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're at an impasse at this point. But what if we offer you dinner for two at the Goat restaurant? It's on us.
I still think I'm going to have to pass. Like, he doesn't want to abide by, like, the social norms, and it's just a little too much for me.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you guys both so much for your time. Good luck, and Liam, keep on hydrating, brother man.
Will do, brother. Have a good one.
Can we just play that song over and over again?
Over and over again. It's so good.
So good.
I don't know who's better on it, too. Jelly Roll or Laney.
I know. 97.5 WOKQ. Good morning, Kira and Logan in the morning with a side of Ginny. So, Logan, it is Friday.
Ugh, thank God we made it.
Right?
We made it, Mama. We made it.
We made it, Mama. And, Friday means time to get your weekend on,
Yes.
which may mean a little imbibing for some people.
Definitely. Beverages will be had after this week.
Okay, that's a sure thing for Logan, and probable for me. But I haven't played a drinking game in a long time. What about you?
I feel like as I get older, my drinking games have gone down.
Yeah,
but
that's how that happens.
But they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's always fun. You're hanging out with a group of people and you're having cocktails and talking. I think drinking games kind of gets everyone involved, whether you're playing it or you're next up to play, because not all drinking games you can play with a group of people.
True enough.
But I think it really helps the energy of the night.
All right. Well, let's see what the tribe has to say about this.
What is the best drinking game of all time? Go ahead, Cheryl.
Yeah, sure. I've never played a drinking game.
You've never played any drinking games?
Never, ever.
You played cornhole?
I second that. I've also never played a drinking game.
Wait.
I think she's my daughter.
Are you kidding me?
This is a little concerning.
How could this be?
Wait, time out. Wait, Cheryl and Meg, come back up, please. Riley, step away.
Hit a chord.
You guys have played cornhole before, and perhaps that doesn't constitute as a drinking game, but you play it while drinking 99% of the time. That's why it's one hand, you got a beer in the other.
I've never done those two things at the same time, I'm sorry to say. But
neither have I.
But I will now that I know that's an official drinking game. I thought a drinking game was, what's that beer one? Beer bong?
Beer pong?
Beer pong?
Beer pong, beer bong.
Musical
bong's
beers.
a different word.
Yeah, it's a that's something different. Cheryl, we can talk offline about that. I'd love to, in fact. Okay, all right, next.
Okay.
That's crazy. Taylor, do you have a favorite drinking game?
For me, I'm a big beer die guy.
Okay.
Big fan of that game.
And can you very briefly explain beer die?
Yeah, so you got a table and you have solo cups at each of the corners of the table, and you take a die and you try and throw it up in the air and basically get the die in the cup or hit the cup and have it hit the ground after.
Yep. Great explanation. Also a phenomenal drinking game.
Yeah.
Lydia, what is your favorite drinking game?
I love Slap Cup.
Okay.
Slap Cup is so fun. It gets super intense. Quick little synopsis. You have a bunch of cups in the center that are filled probably like a quarter of the way with alcohol. If you're being generous, maybe more. You have to bounce the ball into a cup that's going around the circle, and there's two cups circulating at once at all times. And then if you get next to someone and they don't get it in, and you do, you can slap their cup away, and then that person has to drink.
Yeah.
And it gets super intense. Cups are flying everywhere. It's a great time.
That's a good game because many people can play it. The only downfall with that game is it's really messy. Like, you're getting alcohol spilt everywhere, so you better be playing outside.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Right?
Oh.
A cleaner version is also Stack Cup, too.
Less slapping, more stacking. All right, Beach.
I was gonna say I like Stack Cup. Stack Cup is really fun. There's also another game called Kings. where it's really fun. There's just one can of your desired drink of choice. I don't know. And then you have to, every single person, more like I would say around like 10 people play. You pick up a card. Each card like means something in the deck. And then you have to like stick it under the tab of the can.
Right.
And then the first person to like crack the can has to drink the whole thing.
Yep.
It's cool. It's like, it's something silly.
Cheryl, did you understand that? Basically, there's a task associated with every kind of card in the deck of 52 cards. And once you do it, you take the card that was pulled, put it under the tab. Whoever, like Riley says, whoever bursts the tab, it goes,
Yeah.
love that sound. You have to drink it.
And you have to drink the whole beer?
And you have to drink the whole, well, whatever you're playing, whatever canned beverage you're playing with.
Whatever the beverage is.
For Riley, it's a transfusion.
Those, you can't joke with me right now. Those are so good. I love those.
Another great game for a large group of people.
Okay, I have one more thing.
Okay.
Meg and I are having a sidebar, and she's saying to me, I would just rather drink. And you know,
Why would you play a game while drinking?
My sentiment exactly. If I'm going to have my wine, I don't want to play for it.
She doesn't mess around.
I just want to have it.
I'm in the same boat. Why would I play a game for some gross can of beer when I can sip a cocktail of choice at my own leisure?
Fair enough.
So practical.
There you have it. The tribe has spoken.
And have they? It's Friday, and it is time to get your weekend on. We call this Flip It Friday. Usually we play Can't Beat Kira or Can't Beat Kinney. But someone called me out on it on our app.
I saw somebody message.
Yeah, but it is time to play Can't Beat Logan for Flip It Friday. Someone gets to match pop culture wits against our Logan this morning. You ready, Logan?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today.
Okay. Right now, you can call us on the East Coast Lumber Building Supply listener line at 603-749-0975. That's 603-749-0975. And you will play Can't Beat Logan on a Flip It Friday on 97.5 WOKQ.
Think you've got what it takes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see.
3, 2, ready, set, here we go.
It's time to play Can't Beat Kira on 97.5 WOKQ.
WOKQ, who's this?
Hey, it's Sunny.
Hey, Sunny, guess what? It's your day today, girl.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's right. It's a Friday. It's a Flip It Friday, and you're here to play Can't Beat Logan.
Okie dokie.
I would say it's a sunny Friday, actually.
Nice.
How about that?
The sun is shining, finally.
All right, sunny. Well, let's get to it. You know what you have to do first thing, right?
Bye, Logan. You got to get out of here.
Bye,
buddy.
Sunny. See you soon.
All right, Sunny. It's not going to be too hard today because, you know, it's a Friday, and we don't want to think too hard on a Friday, right?
No, girl.
Okay. Question number 1. Miranda Lambert turns 40 today. She met her hunky husband, Brendan McLaughlin, in New York City when she was performing for Good Morning America. Before he married Miranda, what was his occupation?
Oh, goodness. I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. He was in a uniform.
Is he a football player?
Okay, football player. All right.
I have no idea.
That's okay. We have another birthday today. Leonardo DiCaprio is 49 today. What was the blockbuster 1997 movie that made him an international superstar?
Oh, boy. This is hard. Titanic. Oh,
yes. All right. All right. And question number 3, finish the lyrics. Thompson Square was one of our 5 acts at Acoustic Country by the Sea last night. Their biggest song was Are You Gonna Kiss Me or Not? So finish the lyrics. Are you going to kiss me or not? Are we going to do this or what? I think you know I like you a lot, but...
You're about to miss your song. Are you going to kiss me or not?
You got it, girl. All right. You got that one. All right. Let's call Logan back in and see how he does. All right. Okay.
I'm here.
All right. Logan's back.
Let's do it.
Logan, you ready? You limbered up? You ready to go?
I'm limbered.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Question number 1. Miranda Lambert turns 40 today. She met her hunky husband, Brendan McLaughlin, in New York City when she was performing on Good Morning America.
Right.
Before they were married, what was his occupation?
He had something to do with security.
Yep. He did have a uniform on.
So maybe police officer?
Okay. All right. Police officer is correct. He was a New York City cop.
Let's go.
All right. Sonny said football.
Nice one, Logan.
Thanks, Sonny.
When I said had a uniform on to give her a hint, Sonny said football player.
All right. This isn't Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, girl.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. It's all good. No wrong answers on a Friday. All right, question 2. Leonardo DiCaprio was 49 today. A lot of big birthdays.
Okay.
What was the blockbuster 1997 movie that made him an international superstar?
The Titanic in 97?
Yes.
It was?
Yes.
All right, that
That's
has to be
right.
the Titanic.
Sonny got that right, too. All right.
Jack.
Yes.
It's so cold.
Jack. No, I'll never let go. 2-1. 2-1. Logan leading.
Yes.
Last question. Finish the lyrics. Last night, Thompson Square was one of 5 acts on Acoustic Country by the Sea. Their big song was Are You Gonna Kiss Me or Not? Finish the lyrics.
You got it.
Are you gonna kiss me or not? Are we gonna do this or what? I think you know I like you a lot, but
you're about to miss your shot.
Yes. Good. Sonny
on
got
now.
that too.
Nice job, Sonny.
Yeah.
And they said that was the fourth biggest song of the decade.
It was.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a huge song. So, final score, shall we?
Let's crunch, Ginny.
Crunch.
Let's crunch. Come on, Sonny, crunch with us. Beep, bop, boop,
Beep,
bop,
bop,
boop,
boop, bop, bop. Okay, final score, 3 Logan, 2 Sonny. But, Sonny, I'm feeling kind of generous today. We were playing for Chris Stapleton tickets at the Bank NH Pavilion in Guilford on August 1st. What do you say, Logan?
Well, first, let's get the phrase of shame.
Oh, I forgot that
Yeah,
part.
I'm feeling needy.
I'm
Sonny,
so
hit it.
upset. I've never been able to beat Logan. I can't beat Logan.
Well, that is true. But what else is true is that Ginny's feeling generous, and so am I. You're still getting the Chris Stapleton tickets.
Yay, Sonny.
Thank you guys so much.
Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, Sonny. And thanks for playing Flip It Friday and Can't Be Logan on 97.5 WOK. 97.5 WOKQ. It's Kira and Logan in the morning with a side of Ginny.
You almost said Vicky?
Vinny.
Like my cousin Vinny?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great movie.
That is a great movie.
Our question of the day today, is it rude to bring your water bottle into restaurants, bars, etc.? So if you missed second date update, that's what this one was about. This guy Liam was trying to bring his water bottle. He's like me, and I carry my water bottle everywhere I go. And he was going on a date with Justine, and when they got to the restaurant, they said, hey, you can't bring your water bottle in here. Now, Liam threw a fit from from what we got from the second date update. He threw a little hissy fit, and they went to a brewery. So obviously that's inappropriate to throw a hissy fit. But the question at hand, is it okay to bring your water bottle into bars, restaurants, etc.? Like I said, I do this all the time. My wife and I will walk around Portsmouth. I always have a water bottle in me. And 100% of the time, I bring my water bottle wherever I go. If I'm going out to a nicer dinner or a casual spot, I have my water bottle on me and I just bring it in. Is that jerkish behavior? That's the question of the day. Do you do it, and is it rude? Call us on the East Coast Lumber Building Supply listener line, 603-749-0975. And yeah, it's a Friday. We're going to bribe you. We have one more pair of tickets to see Mitchell Tenpenny at the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom, baby. Baby. There it is. There's Ginny. Is it rude to bring your water bottle into restaurant-type establishments? 603-749-0975. That's our question of the day. Give us a call right now. And up for grabs is a pair of tickets to see Mitchell Tenpenny.
Country 97.5 WOKQ. Don't forget, we are 10 minutes away from your 3-digit code for Morgan Wallen in Vegas. So you get your app ready.
Yeah. Our question today, is it rude to bring your water bottle into bars, restaurants, etc.? I'm talking about your water bottle from home, your reusable water bottle. Is it rude to bring that into bars or restaurants? 603-749-0975. WOKQ, who's this?
My name's Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth, where are you calling from?
I'm driving through Dover right now.
Okay. All right, so you're close to us. We're here.
Yeah,
here
can
in
we
Dover,
wave to
too.
you?
All right, Elizabeth, what do you think about the question at hand? Is it rude to bring your water bottles into restaurants, bars, etc.? How do you feel about this behavior?
I've brought in water bottles before because if you think about it, it saves the restaurant actually work and money because they can't charge for tap water. Then they don't have to clean the cup afterwards, which is saving them.
Oh.
So as long as it's just water, what does it matter?
Okay, so I was thinking of it as like a selfish type thing because I want the water for myself. But you're saying we're doing the service industry a favor.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. If everybody just brought their own water bottle in, we would save a ton of work.
As long as they don't bring plastic water bottles in.
Right, it's the reusable you need.
It's the reusable ones, yeah. I like that idea.
So if you have like your, I carry around a Bubba cup that has like a straw and stuff. Obviously, it's just water, and who cares? Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I say
But
too.
I think they're more worried about people are going to bring in other beverages that will cause people not to buy their beverages.
Exactly.
So that's where the sticky wicket comes into play.
If I'm at a bar or a brewery, I'll go as far as asking them to fill my water bottle too.
You will?
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. If it's a casual spot, not a restaurant, but a brewery, for example, yep, I will 100% go up to the bartender and say, hey, will you just fill this up with water?
I don't know. Elizabeth, how do you feel about this? Water.
Water.
I was thinking beer. I'm like,
No,
how
no,
do you
no,
drink
no,
beer
no,
out
no,
of a
no.
stainless
No.
steel cup?
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
that would be great too. A nice road soda to go.
Now we're getting creative for a
I
Friday.
like where your head's at, Elizabeth. We're so happy that you chimed in today. We want to give you the pair of Mitchell 10 penny tickets. How's that sound?
That sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you for waking up with Kira and Logan in the morning with a side of Ginny on 97.5 W.
We're at 5'9". God makes the good stuff. And we're not talking about whiskey here. We're talking about water. Yeah. Do you bring your water bottle into a restaurant? Okay. Our tribe wanted to chime in on this one.
Can you bring your own water bottle into restaurants, bars, breweries, etc.? Why or why not?
I had this dilemma the other day, actually, because I was trying to go into a bar and I still had my water bottle fully full. But in a bar, I think it's okay if you bring it in if it's empty. Because that way, if anybody stops you, you're like, there's nothing in here. Sorry, I just have this on me and I can't bring it out. Like, I don't have a way to, like, keep it anywhere.
Sure.
Restaurants, though, I feel like it's just water and, like, you can put it down by your feet. I've done that a few times before.
Okay. So you do it. You bring your water bottle frequently.
Yes, but bars and restaurants for me are different.
Okay. Taylor, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I've ever done, but like I can see the explanation why that would be totally okay.
So the reason this is coming up is because our second date update this week, a guy, Liam, tried to bring in his water bottle into a restaurant. Now, this is something that I do everywhere. I always have my water bottle on me. If I'm walking downtown Portsmouth, I have it.
Okay.
Last minute, we're like, hey, let's go pop in and grab a drink. I'll bring my water bottle in. Now, Justine, the lady who Liam was out on a date with, was anti-water bottle, saying, why the heck are you bringing your water bottle? More importantly, where they were going to dinner wouldn't let them in because he had a water bottle.
That would be my take, is the restaurant wouldn't allow you in because are they going to check to see what's in there? I mean, if let's put it this way, wine is about $17 to $19 a glass. If someone's going to let me in with a water bottle, there's going to be wine inside my water bottle. I mean, but think about it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that, certainly, but think about it, really. So who's going to check? I don't think a restaurant would even allow a water bottle to come in.
Depends on the restaurant, right?
I guess.
Everywhere
I guess I'll have to find that restaurant and fill my water bottle with wine.
I've never been
Get a
stopped.
water
I've never been
bottle.
stopped. But I also don't go to high-end places. Let's make that very clear. You know what I mean? I'm walking into the 99s with a water bottle. They ain't stopping me.
I mean, at that point, why wouldn't he just bring a flask?
A flask of water?
I don't know. I mean, if like you already know the restaurant doesn't allow you in, why can't he just slip a flask? I don't know. That's just one thought I just thought of. But I carry my water bottle everywhere with me.
So
Like,
you do.
even-
You bring your water
yeah.
bottle into locations. Back on track.
And one of the locations that I feel like so many people talk about is like you can't bring things into a movie theater. Like you have to buy it there, or like they'll get mad at you if you bring it in. I bring a huge purse with me, and every single time I go to Five Below before, grab candy, and then I have my huge water bottle with me. Or like there have been times where I'll go to McDanks and I'll get Diet Coke, put it in my water bottle, then I go. And never have I ever been stopped by a 16-year-old kid saying tickets, and then they let me go by.
So bottom line, you're bringing a water bottle any public place,
Yeah.
regardless of what they're serving.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a flask now.
Love it.
And the tribe has spoken on 97.5 WOKQ.
Here's the Famous People 411 with Kira and Logan in the morning on 97.5 WOKQ.
Famous People Doing Stuff is brought to you by Merchants Auto in Hooksett, New Hampshire. So, Kenny Chesney, Ginny's best friend, as we all know, he's on a high right now. You know, he just announced his big tour, the Sun Goes Down tour. He's coming back to Gillette Stadium for his 22nd time, Ginny?
Yes, 22nd.
Time. He's not done making new music, too. He just put out a new single. This is a clip from Take Her Home.
Trying to play it cool, walking through the door, but you're smiling like a fool, cause you can't wait for them down the road. Memories you're bound to make, and you will
you know, something about his music, it's just religiously, it's good. I don't want to say simple in a negative way, but it's just like simple, good country music that you smile at.
He knows what works. He knows his fans.
Yeah.
And he just does what he does best.
Yeah, and you know, someone who's doing something pretty good is Lainey Wilson.
Yeah.
She's just on top of the world in country music right now. She also has a new single out. It's called Wild Flowers and Wild Horses. Here it is.
Give me more.
Give
me more.
She said wild. And I'm pretty sure I heard the lyrics being 1/4 reckless, 1/5 Jack.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's what that was. All right, Ginny. So somebody who won a CMA award, which are beautiful glass, like crystally formations. Somebody shattered it right away, backstage.
Oh my gosh.
Who was it? Can you guess? Who do you think would be so reckless to drop this beautiful piece of glass award?
Hardy? No, he didn't. He won. Yeah.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. I should have known that.
I mean, I feel I don't know if it was like before or after the drinks were flowing, because I know he celebrated big time.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I know he's had his struggles with alcohol and addiction, but I do think he celebrates. He has drinks like celebratory drinks. You know, I think he's a little bit more responsible. But yeah, he absolutely shattered it. The CMA say they're going to get him a new one. There's a picture up on Twitter, and the thing is absolutely shattered.
And those things aren't cheap either.
Oh, I'm sure they're not. All right, big news for Boston Bruins fans and Charlie Coyle fans. Charlie Coyle's been on the team now for 4 years. Everybody loves him. He's from Weymouth. He got his first career hat trick last night.
Oh, cool.
Did you see what happened?
I did not.
Okay, so this is what happened. So it wasn't, I forget what they call it, but it basically when there's no goalie in the net, it doesn't necessarily count. It does count. So he had 2 goals on the night. They pulled the goalie, and he's coming down the ice with David Pastrnak. There's no goalie in the net. And Pasta is screaming, shoot, 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 because he wants his teammate to get his first hat trick. Charlie Coyle dishes it over to Pasta, who had a wide open net, and Pasta passed it right back and said, you take the damn hat trick.
Get out of town.
How cool is that?
I love that.
If you have an opportunity to go find that video, it is really cool. You should go do it. The New England Patriots are playing in Germany against the Colts this weekend. It's a 9:30 game. That should be a lot of fun. And last but not least, we've been talking a lot about the Kelce brothers. More importantly, Travis Kelce and his blah, blah, blah with Taylor Swift. But that is not who was a finalist on being the sexiest man alive. His brother, Jason Kelce. Did you know that?
No.
He was a finalist to be the sexiest man alive. Listen to this clip.
I'm not even the sexiest man in my family, let alone sexiest man alive. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Pretty funny. That's the famous people doing stuff on 97.5 WOKQ. You feeling good? How you feeling, Ginny? Feel a little early?
Jumped the gun a little bit. I'm just not sure myself because we were up so late with Acoustic Country last night.
But hey, it was so worth it.
It was so good. We'll talk about that in a minute. First, let's get to the good stuff. Brought to you by Wixon Construction. Find them at wixonconstruction.com. Okay, I got 2 stories today. They're both from across the pond. And let me ask you this. Whoever said dogs and cats don't get along? No one ever?
I don't know. I don't think they do. They do?
Really?
I don't have cats in my life, so I don't know.
Well, there once was a dog named Daisy.
What a fun start to the story.
Yes.
There once was a dog named Daisy.
I'd like to make it rhyme, but I didn't. Who lived with 2 cats named Mowgli and Baloo.
Okay.
That's the Jungle Book reference.
Mowgli and Baloo.
Now, Mowgli, the little cat, had been missing for 6 days. And the pet's owner noticed her dog, Daisy, same owner, was going berserk, like running around like crazy.
Yeah.
Inside, outside, out to the woods, back. Would you have picked up on this clue?
100%.
Yeah.
Animals are intuitive, and you have to be intuitive with them.
True. And that's what Michelle, the owner, learned. She finally decided to follow Daisy out to the woods.
Yep.
Daisy led Michelle to a spot in the forest and then just stopped.
Okay, something's there.
Yes, it was then that Michelle noticed a long, dark hole in the ground.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, Mowgli, the cat, had fallen into a 100-foot mine shaft.
Stop it. 100 feet?
Yeah, that's a long way.
That's enormous.
It was so long, they couldn't see the cat. They could hear her, but they couldn't see him.
Did you hear little purrs, little meows?
Yes.
That's 10 basketball hoops down.
Isn't that crazy?
Sheesh.
So the rescuers finally got poor little kitty out. And Michelle says Daisy is like that. She's quite matriarchal and puts up a lot with those two cats.
Wow.
But they love her, and she's very protective of them. So that's a nice
That's an
story.
awesome animal story.
I know. I love animal stories. Well, this next story comes from across the pond, too. This is kind of cool. If you're into vintage cars, a man in England rediscovered his father's beloved 1930s yellow Talbot Darroch car. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a really old car, very popular in the 30s. He was at an auction during the pandemic, and he said, hey, I think that was my dad's car.
I love these kind of stories. I think it's so unique to like separate from a car you love and to track it down somehow.
How cool is that? So with the help of his son, Malcolm Stern purchased and embarked on a 3-year restoration project to bring the family heirloom back to life. And at the age of 94,
wow,
he successfully got the vintage car running again, and he and his son now drive around gathering to vintage car enthusiasts gatherings, and they were celebrated recently for the remarkable achievement.
That's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Actually, what do we call that?
I would say that's the good stuff on 97.5 WOKQ.
Kane Brown, I Can Feel It, 97.5 WOKQ. Kira and Logan in the morning with a side of Ginny. We are feeling it. We're feeling the love today with compliments, take backs, and apologies headed your way right now, brought to you by Merchants Auto in Hooksett. I'm getting a little whippy today.
Whippy?
Whippy.
What does that mean, Ginny?
Whippy, it means kind of like
silly,
goofy, because I'm so tired from
Overtired.
last night.
Yep.
Talking about acoustic country, it was so amazing. So compliments to all of our artists last night and to the fans. They were unbelievable, and I know we talked about it throughout the show today, but I gotta tell you, this is my favorite event we do all year, and if you haven't gone yet, we'll do another one next year. It is hands down the best.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just told Christine, our big boss here, she said, how was last night? And I almost was speechless. I said, it was so good. By far the best event that we do. It's so intimate, so unique. Hearing what the artists have to say about their songs, but even more so, what they have to say about each other's songs.
Yeah.
Right? They perform a song, they explain where it came from, and then the other artists on the stage kind of banter back and forth about it. It's really cool.
They were hysterical last night, all 5 of them. They were cut up. They were talking so much, they had the crowd in stitches. It was like part acoustic show with music and part comedy show.
Yeah, 100%.
It was
Ginny.
hysterical.
Yeah.
The second thing I want to say is tomorrow is Veterans Day, and I salute our military personnel, our veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Mr. Logan, for your service.
Thanks, Jen.
Yes.
Well said.
Thank you.
Very important that you said that. I am giving a 2-part compliment also for 2 of our tribe members. Taylor and Cheryl were absolutely hilarious in... we asked them what their favorite drinking game was. Now, Taylor gave his favorite drinking game, and it was also my favorite drinking game. That's why I'm complimenting him. Cheryl, on the other hand, took a different approach, which is equally as funny. If you missed that, here's that whole clip. Taylor, do you have a favorite drinking game?
For me, I'm a big beer die guy.
Okay.
Big fan of that game.
And can you very briefly explain beer die?
Yeah, so you got a table and you have solo cups at each of the corners of the table, and you take a die and you try and throw it up in the air and basically get the die in the cup or hit the cup and have it hit the ground after.
Yep. Great explanation. Also a phenomenal drinking game.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more thing.
Okay.
Meg and I are having a sidebar, and she's saying to me, I would just rather drink. And you know,
Why would you play a game while drinking?
My sentiment exactly. If I'm going to have my wine, I don't want to play for it.
I thought that line was so funny. I don't want to play for my wine. I just want to drink it. Taylor, Cheryl, thank you. The tribe makes this show fun. We love you guys. Compliments to you.
And have a great weekend, everyone. 30 minutes of nonstop country with Jess on the job is next. She also has that Morgan Wallen 3-digit code at 10:20. Have an awesome weekend, and don't forget, who loves you?
We do.